What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video. Today we are looking at Marvel Midnight Suns. This is a Blade gameplay showcase. On the YouTube channel that they have for Midnight Suns for this game, they have a bunch of videos of all the characters and gameplay and analysis and all that. I didn't even know that till today, but today we're gonna be checking out Blade because that's the character I was most interested in. So without further ado, let's get to the video.
Well, it's October already. I know.
True.
Shocking. I couldn't think of a better month, though, to cover this Marvel's Midnight Suns superhero. As always, this video is brought to you by Marvel in 2K. Now, going back a ways, in 1998, I personally was unknowingly introduced to the world of superhero movies with this superhero at the helm. One of the original Midnight Suns, the Daywalker himself.
The OG.
Marvel Midnight Suns lead producer Garth DeAngelis' favorite on the roster. I'm very excited to present to you Mr. Eric Brooks, aka Blade.
We invented stealth.
As a Dampier, half human, half vampire, Blade's playstyle is pretty much what you would expect, but not without a few twists and turns here. He definitely falls into the all I want to do is hit stuff camp, but as you'd imagine, he's applying a lot of bleed on top of that. Especially effective against high health enemies, Bleed is going to see enemies taking damage every turn. He also has a nice complement of chaining abilities that will apply bleed liberally across the enemy squad.
I dig it.
On top of that, once enemies are bleeding, he has a few abilities that will deal increased damage. So
I like the graphics. I like the graphics. It's a bit more than what I expected, to be honest. I thought they were just gonna more focus on gameplay. But I mean, I think these are the people that made XCOM, that series or something like that. I'm not sure if they what it was. Correct me. But this is looking pretty solid so far. The animations, the overall graphical fidelity, even the stuff in the background, you can see that has some detail to it.
Let's get into it. First up, we're going to take a look at Make 'em Bleed. Aptly titled, this will be your main way of getting bleed added to your other card attacks. Make 'em Bleed is going to cause you to draw blade cards and then add bleed to your next 2 blade attacks, regardless of what was drawn. Considering the importance of bleed to a Dampier like Blade, card is absolutely essential to have in the deck. If you're lucky enough to have a big chain card in your hand after playing this, the Hydra are definitely going to fall pretty quickly. Now at level 1, you'll draw 1 blade card, and the next 2 blade attacks will apply 2 bleed. On upgrade, you'll draw 2 blade cards, and the next 3 blade attacks will apply 2 bleed.
Okay.
Share the love. Blade would love that. If you've seen any Blade quotes from videos about Marvel's Midnight Suns, you may notice that he's a bit more on the serious side. Mr. Brooks has a pretty thick shell, which is understandable based on his upbringing. But if you're willing to try and break through that rough exterior, you might just find a big softie inside.
I barely saw them as human.
But probably not. Either way, if you're able to build your friendship with Blade, you'll really get the blood flowing. And yes, I mean that literally. At his level 1 friendship passive, you're getting a 10% chance of applying bleed on any attacks he makes. Level 2 sees that jumping to 25%. Before you know it, you're fighting in a literal bloodbath just the way that Blade likes it.
Yeah, in these type of games, well, any type of RPG, you need that ability or character that has an ability to cause like status effects, whether it's like bleed, poison, paralyze, all different types of confusion, that's all different types of stuff that comes with this RPG genre. So the bleed is definitely one that's going to be useful because the name of the game when you play an RPG is to deplete your enemy's health before your health is depleted. So ability like bleed where you lose health every turn is very useful.
This is the time to embrace the darker side of the Marvel Universe, my friends. This is the time. So you've applied bleed around the battlefield en masse. What can you do with that now? Well, Blade's skill called the Hunger will apply 2 marked to every unit with bleed. Now we haven't talked about the marked mechanic for quite a while, so just as a quick refresher, how it works is when you KO a marked enemy, you get that card play refunded. That's right. Blade's going to allow for a lot of free card plays. On upgrade, you'll also heal Blade for each enemy with bleed at the time of playing the Hunger, and a late game mod could also grant +1 heroism when redrawing the card.
Okay,
if you've been
that's
paying
dope.
attention to previous videos, you know what's coming next. That's right, big bad Blade heroics. Let's go.
Yeah,
I
we
dropped
gotta
the name of this
get
card
loose,
earlier,
get
called
loose.
Daywalker. Powerful on
Special
its own
abilities.
as a chain 4 card, Raw damage output is very high, but Daywalker is especially effective when played after Make 'em Bleed, because true to the name, you'll in fact make 'em bleed everywhere. On upgrade, Daywalker also lets you draw a card for each target in the chain that you KO. Now let's finish up with Blade's Golden Midnight Sun's heroic ability. I hope you invited all the Hydra you know to this party, because Blade would like to have a word with them. At a cost of 4 heroism, which isn't cheap, Blade will cast Glaive to target an AoE, applying huge damage, and applying 2 bleed to every enemy in the AoE. It's insanely powerful, so it rightfully carries the exhaust mechanic, but just in case you didn't think it was strong enough, you can upgrade it to level 2, and at that point, you'll get a 100% damage increase if the units you're targeting already have bleed. Bye-bye, bleeding baddies. Blade's blade isn't just bark. Wrote that myself. So, as you probably guessed, Blade is going to fit best with squads that can buff him up to share the love on his chain attacks. When you get a chance to see all of his cards, you'll notice a clear lack of knockback cards, so he's going to rely on other superheroes to reposition enemies for him. We're continuing to close in on December 2nd, and I'm just as excited as you are.
Yeah, I was wondering when it would come out.
Game. Thank you so much for watching this series, you guys. Thanks to Marvel and 2K for working with me on these videos. Make sure that you're subscribed to both Marvel's Midnight Suns channel and my own. Check out the description below this video for all the important links. We're going to see you very soon, so hit that bell icon to be notified of the next video. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Damn, they got the Hulk. We have to beat his ass. December 2nd. Doctor Strange Defender skin. Okay. Okay. That was dope. I like that. Again, Blade is one of those characters where, you know, he can inflict status damage. He can inflict damage over time with the bleed ability. He has that glaive ability, which is his heroic ability. That's dope. And you can hit like 3 enemies at one time with that. It'll probably knock out the more common enemies, and it'll do significant damage and cause bleed to the bigger enemies, the more tanky enemies, or even an enemy that's blocking. Because you see here where he used his heroic attack, and he combined it with another character's heroic attack and broke this enemy's guard. So shit like that is cool. Like I love all this nerdy shit. This nerdy RPG shit. Like it's right up my alley. So I'm definitely gonna be copping this December 2nd, and on the same day the Callisto Protocol drops. So y'all, if I buy both games on that same day, y'all be getting 2 videos at the same for that video and for this. So for Callisto Protocol and for this. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think this game is cool? Are you even into tactical RPGs? Are you into RPGs, period? What do you think about this game? Let me know. I think this is definitely gonna be better than Marvel. What is it? Marvel Avengers. I think this is gonna definitely be better than that game. I think this is the redemption for that game, because that game, it had its fun for a little bit, but after a while it gets really repetitive and boring, and it becomes like a cash grab, because they want you to spend real life money on the game, which is to unlock everything, and I'm not with that. So but y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.